and welcome if you're new. In today's video, I cannot wait to share with you how we are going to decorate my Christmas mantle. So I love to decorate for the holidays and I go totally over the top, you guys. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys how I put together a very elegant mantle on a teeny tiny budget using a lot of items from the Dollar Tree, Walmart, and definitely some clearance items. I also love to repurpose things by painting them, glittering them, and transforming them. I do like to create different colors for every holiday style. So without further ado, let's jump into this Christmas mantle decorating video. I am so excited to share with you all how I created this beautiful over-the-top budget-friendly mantle. So I started with a 9-foot garland from Walmart. This is only actually one garland. I just fluffed out the branches really well. And then I'm also going to be adding in this big, beautiful Victorian kind of magnolia branch. What I did is I took some very old and very used magnolia branch garlands and I kind of gave them new life. And I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of that process, and then I'll probably do a different video on that for you. But I wanted to go in with kind of some metallics with some golds and also kind of a rose gold with some glittered fruit. And so I'm just adding in this big beautiful piece of magnolia branch, and you guys can see here that I have glittered it and painted it this beautiful metallic. This was a little bit of work because I did several of these, so I wanted to share with you guys originally what everything looked like. So I picked up these magnolia branches, a couple of them from the thrift store and a couple of them from a friend of mine. And so I'm just going to go in with some white spray paint, and then I'm going to use a metallic kind of rose gold spray paint over that. These were in pretty rough shape. They were really dingy and they really needed a lot of reviving. So I did about 2 coats of the white over them, and I really focused a lot of the white paint on bringing out the magnolia actual flower. And then I went in with that beautiful rose gold metallic, and then I went in with a mix of gold and iridescent glitter. And now you can see that I'm doing some palm fronds. I found a lot of these at the thrift store for $2, and so here it is revived, very sparkling and very beautiful. I added in some fruit that I also found from the thrift store as well. So I just also, when I repair these big garlands, I like to trim the leaves off. That will also give your garland some new life. So anyway, I'm definitely going to share with you guys a whole video on how to repair and revive those garlands. So my idea for this beautiful display is going to be home for the holidays, and you guys can see I'm just adding the garland in by wrapping the branches of the evergreen around the base of the garland. But home for the holidays, I just want it to feel very warm and very cozy, almost with this just cozy vintage Victorian feel. And so that is going to be the theme for my living room garland mantle and also my Christmas tree this year. And it's really important when you all go to add these beautiful garlands into your evergreen garland that you pull those evergreen branches back really far. That will give you something to grab onto with the evergreen branches onto the garland. So this garland was a little bit heavy. It took a little bit of winding in and about, but I think it's looking really beautiful and just what I'm going for. And now I added a magnolia garland over to the side as well. I kind of interlaced these and dispersed the coloring of them, alternating with more of the whites and then the coppers. And also I did reinforce this garland with some more hooks at the back. That way it could kind of fluff up and then drape down as well. Now that I have all these beautiful swags added, I'm just going to kind of take a step back and see where I want to go with this next. So I wanted to add in some other pieces of florals and also fluff this garland really well, kind of give it a bit of a loop up at the top on each side. And then I wanted to add in some of those sparkling palm fronds. I think they're really beautiful just to do a little bit something different. I really like the look of these. Kind of gives it again that Victorian flair. Now this is the ribbon that I did splurge on. This ribbon at Michael's was $10, and then I used my coupon for 50% off, but I'm just looping it together, and then I'm going to pinch it and use that evergreen and kind of wrap the evergreen around the ribbon. I love this big full garland because there's really no need to add wire into it. The branches are just so easy to use, so that's a really great tip for you guys. When working with garlands, you can just use those evergreen branches to kind of cross them over and loop your ribbon. And you guys can see I'm just looping this ribbon in and around the different pieces here, and it is so beautiful and so sparkling. I just love it. I cannot wait to show you all the finished product. And I did cut it about halfway, that way I can kind of crisscross and add a new loop to this centerpiece. And you guys know I really love to go completely over the top, so this is a very large display that I'm going to do. At any point, if you are doing a garland like this that you want a little bit more simplicity to it, of course you can use less florals and fruits, but this is what I absolutely love, and so this is what I'm going for. Now, after I wind the beautiful ribbon in and around this garland, I do want to go ahead and cascade some of the ribbon down the side of this garland. So again, I'm just finding the evergreen and looping it together, and then just kind of winding it in and around the fruit pieces and the florals to give it kind of that lovely cascading effect. And also this ribbon, I believe, was about a 2.5-inch ribbon, and so it really worked perfectly for this. You can see that piece of fruit just did not want to stay on there, so I went ahead and let it go. But I love this big sparkly ribbon, and I was really surprised too with this ribbon there wasn't a whole lot of fallout, so I definitely recommend spending a little bit to get a nicer ribbon to really give your project an extra lovely sparkling effect. So now I'm just going to go in underneath the garland once I feel like I have the placement of all the swags and the fruit and the ribbons, and I want to add in some of the accent ornaments. So you all saw that I hauled some of these beautiful sparkling metallic Dollar Tree ornaments, and so I just kind of am sprinkling them in the bottom, and so I'm finding a spot on the garland, and you can see I'm twisting the ornament over the evergreen branch. That helps it stay on and also kind of tucks it in a little bit better. So I'm using different sizes and shapes to give your eyes something to dance over, some texture, and I really am so in love with these ornaments this year. They're really giving my holiday that extra bit of sparkle and glam that I love. And so I hope you guys are loving this. Comment and let me know what you think. I can't wait to share with you how I intermix the candles with some pops of red as well. So definitely, I love adding some ornaments to the base of my garlands, or you could also add in some stockings or ribbons or really whatever your heart desires. So now is my big, huge, fluffy bow that I actually made with my Pro Bow the hand, and I'm going to do a different video for you guys of how I made this bow. It's actually the terry bow, but it is a beautiful bow. I used 4 different kinds of ribbons that I found at the thrift store, and then there's that lace that my best friend Lorena bought me. But I made this huge over-the-top bow with reds, golds, and laces, and I put it at either end of the garland because I just felt like it really kind of was that crowning glory. And then you guys can see that beautiful pop of red with that red rose that I added. Now I found these roses at Walmart. They were $3, and I bought 4 of them because I just wanted some statement pieces, and so I did just use a tiny bit of metallic spray paint on the tips of them, and then glittered the end as well. And then I also found some red ornaments at the thrift store, so I went ahead and popped some of those in too. Now I think I'm done with this garland, but you guys, I do sometimes like to go in and zhuzh it a little bit more and add in or take away some pieces, but I am really pleased with this. I feel like it has a very old-fashioned, very beautiful, elegant Victorian style feel, and for my living room I really want it to have that cozy, warm home for the holidays for my kiddos and my husband and all my family. When they come to my home for Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas dinner, they just get that really warm and cozy feel. And then there's some of those Dollar Tree berries. I also used a lot of the little Dollar Tree gold picks. There's those beautiful roses, and there's also those palm fronds that I spray painted and glittered up. And so I think it's just so amazing that with a little bit of glitter and paint, you can really make a lovely customized holiday that looks a little bit different than what you would normally see. And of course, those touches of lace just bring in that romantic kind of Victorian cozy feel to me. Now these little gold beaded ornaments, I do collect ornaments along the way at the thrift stores. A lot of our thrift stores in town do have ornaments out all throughout the year, and if I see something beautiful and sparkling, I pick those up. So those were some of the ones that you saw dangling underneath. Oh, I think this is so beautiful. I love the flocking. I love how the red pops against the flocked garland, and I cannot wait to share with you all my Christmas tree. I've worked all day on that, and I worked all day and all night on the garland, and so I hope you all are loving it. Comment and let me know what you all think. I love hearing from you, and I'm just so thankful that it came out so beautiful and sparkling, and it's really bringing my heart a lot of joy to see it. And last but not least, you can see that I added my little antique cherub statue over there. I draped some pearls and some beading out from her little bowl, and then I added in that kissing ball that we made in one of my Dollar Tree DIYs. And I think she just came out really beautiful, and I'm gonna try and give you guys a shot of this part of my living room. I apologize for being in the mirror, but I really wanted to show you guys how beautiful it is. I also changed out that picture above my crafting table to that Victorian lady, and I'm going to do an entire Christmas room tour, home tour for you all very soon, I promise. I do change out some different things in my home just to give it more of that festive holiday feel. So thank you all so much for helping me decorate my Christmas mantle. I cannot wait to share with you guys more Christmas ideas, tips, and tricks on how to really make your home absolutely elegant on a teeny tiny budget. You all, I love to go to the thrift store and pick up beautiful items, paint them, transform them, fix them up, and make them gorgeous. You can have a very elegant home on a teeny tiny budget. So I love to say, let's get it boutique gorgeous on a budget, and that's what I'm all about. So thank you all so much. If you're new, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of my YouTube family. Hit that subscribe button. The little bell will notify you every time I upload. I'm going to be doing a ton of DIYs, a ton of cooking, cleaning, everything house, heart, and home I love. So thank you all so much, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.